The sky had been strange for days. Birds flew lower than usual, and the wind carried whispers that made the hair on Noah's arms stand up. He paused from repairing a fence and looked toward the distant hills. Something was coming, he could feel it. That evening, as Noah sat beneath a fig tree, a quiet voice filled the air around him. It wasn't loud, but it carried the weight of mountains. "Noah," the voice said, "the world has forgotten kindness. Violence has become its language. But your heart is steady. Build an ark." Noah listened, hands trembling. An ark, large enough to carry his family and every kind of creature. The task sounded impossible, yet the voice was calm, patient, loving. Noah nodded, though no one was there to see it. The next morning he began. He gathered lumber, tools, ropes, everything he would need. His neighbors laughed as they passed. Building a boat in the middle of dry land, Noah, expecting the sea to come to you. Noah simply wiped sweat from his brow and kept hammering. Faith, he reminded himself, is listening even when others do not understand. Day after day he worked. His sons hauled planks, his wife and daughters prepared food stores. The ark grew first a frame, then walls, then 3 levels of hollow, echoing corridors, and then the animals came. 2 by 2 they appeared at the edge of Noah's fields, as if guided by an unseen hand. Lions padded quietly beside lambs. Doves fluttered above the open deck. Even tiny beetles marched in perfect lines. Noah's neighbors stared in stunned silence, but he no longer cared about their laughter. All filled the air like the scent of rain. When the last creature had boarded, dark clouds gathered overhead. The first raindrop struck Noah's cheek like a warning. Then came another, and another. Soon the sky opened, and water poured from heaven with a roar that shook the earth. Noah sealed the ark and held his family close as the world outside dissolved into storm. The ark groaned but held firm, rising with the floodwaters. Days turned to weeks. The sound of rain gave way to silence. The silence became hope. One morning, Noah sent out a dove. It returned with nothing. Days later, he tried again. This time, the dove brought back an olive leaf, small, green, and shining with the promise of new beginnings. Noah's heart leaped. When at last the ark came to rest on dry ground, the doors opened and sunlight streamed in like a blessing. Animals rushed out to explore the renewed world. Noah stepped onto the earth, damp and fresh, and breathed deeply. A rainbow arched across the sky, brilliant, impossibly bright, a sign of peace, a promise of mercy, a reminder that even in the darkest storms, hope always finds a way to rise again.